Hey, and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about accountability, weight loss, success in weight loss. And in my personal opinion, one of the biggest components that will help you succeed in weight loss. You know, so often if you've been around here, you'll hear me say weight loss is it's simple. It's a simple science, but it is hard work. And so before we jump in, if you are brand new here, or if you're hanging around and you have not hit the subscribe button, hit the red subscribe button, ring the bell. We do upload weight loss, fitness, health tips every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday here on the channel. And smash the like button. The YouTube algorithm loves it when you just smash that baby. You know, that's the like button, the thumbs up, not this one, this one. So anyway, so let's talk about accountability. And here's the deal. Coming from being a weight loss failure, from somebody who could tell you everything, like I could have written a book on how to stay morbidly obese. Because I successfully, for more than a decade, managed, no matter how many diets I did, no matter how many like weight loss pills and shakes and tonics I took, I failed at them all miserably. And even when I would lose some weight, I would always go find it again. Have you ever done that? You lost weight and then went and found it again? I was the queen of it. Like I was really good at it. And so one of the things that I always fought against was accountability. And there were a couple times where I got kind of ballsy and I was like, all right, yeah, I'm going to hire a trainer. And I actually hired a trainer at the gym. That did not last long at all. Because look, the truth of the matter is the only time that we like accountability is when we're committed. If you are half-hearted in anything, we don't like accountability. And as adults, most adults, one of our biggest weaknesses as adults is we do not like being told what to do. We don't like feeling like we're being controlled. And when most of us hear accountability, that's at least what I used to think, accountability, someone's going to tell me what to do, somebody's going to boss me around, somebody's going to try to control me. I don't think so. And so I would run from accountability. And it was through business. Early in my mid-20s, I had started a business. And I had wound up in a coaching program for business. And I took that business like tripled in a matter, I 5 times that business. That business went from generating $720,000 a year in revenue to generating $3.7 million a year in revenue in 18 months. And the biggest thing I did was I hired a coach to hold me accountable. I had a weekly accountability call with that coach. I was inside of groups where I had homework and I was expected to do certain things. And I was somebody who played sports. And I can remember, you know, I'm a studier of people, so I will find people that are successful and I will study them. I will watch documentaries, biographies, read books, listen to audio books, all of that. And one of the things that all of a sudden it hit me was, wait a minute, everybody that you and I know that has succeeded has had somebody that has held them accountable at some level. Now here's the thing with accountability. You actually have to be let me not say most of us, let me just speak for myself. I used to view being accountable as being weak. That if I had to be held accountable, I must be weak. The truth is, it actually takes an incredible amount of strength to allow somebody to hold you accountable. Not only an incredible amount of strength, but an incredible amount of wisdom. See, stupidity, which I used to live in, stupidity says, I don't need nobody to tell me anything, and I can do all things through me. I know that sounds so ridiculous, but I used to be the epitome of stupidity. This is how I lived every life. I don't need nobody. I can figure it out on my own. But wisdom says to find somebody who has what you want and do what they do. Wisdom says you don't have to be original. You just have to succeed. Look, I don't have to invent a new way to do weight loss or to get the body of my dreams. I just need to find somebody who's already done it figure out what they've done, and then do it. Now, here's the thing with accountability. And this is why look, we will do far more. I'm not even going to ask you to raise your hand if this is you. I'll raise my hand and tell you this was certainly me. That we will do far more for other people than we will ever do for ourselves. Have you ever give and give and give? You give to everybody else. You do for everybody else. But when it comes time to do for you, you put yourself last. You make time for everybody else so much so that you're burnt out and you don't have time for yourself. And so accountability. You know, just recently I watched a documentary, a docu-series with Michael Jordan, and he talks about the accountability in his life, the great coaches he had in his life, the players he had in his life that helped him stay accountable. And without that accountability, you know, he was talking about Scottie Pippen, and he said Michael Jordan wasn't Michael Jordan without Scottie Pippen, and Scottie Pippen wasn't Scottie Pippen without Michael Jordan. Seeing the mentors, the accountability that is college coach put into place, Dean Smith. Michael Jordan became great by constantly throughout his whole career, putting himself in a place of being held accountable, leading from the front. And most of us as adults, we run from it instead of welcoming it. We view it as weak instead of seeing it for what it is, which is really being strong. And if there's an area, look, if you don't believe me, look at your own life. If there are areas that you've been trying to succeed, whether it's business, whether it's marriage, whether it's your health, I'm guessing probably your health since you're watching this video, probably your weight. When's the last time you put yourself in a level of accountability? Early in my husband and I's marriage, we've been married for over a decade, and I'm so fortunate. My husband is an amazing man, and I am not proud to say that after our first year of marriage, we were knocking on divorce's doorstep. But why? We thought we had it all together. We were like, oh yeah, we're so in love. Like love is going to see us through. Mwah, 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 mwah. Happily ever after. Not. After not even a year of marriage, we were sleeping in separate bedrooms. My husband had consulted with a divorce attorney, and we were certainly headed to be another statistic. No question. It was after hiring a coach, hiring somebody that could hold us accountable for our actions, that our marriage started to survive. Not only, our marriage went from surviving to thriving. We went from a marriage that was in the depths of hell to having a marriage that like I didn't even know could exist. Like I didn't even know that my husband could be my favorite person. I didn't even know that I could spend a week with him and not be sick of him. I didn't even know that when he's gone, I could miss him so freaking much with everything inside of me. And, you know, truth be told, I hate that we had to go through that season of almost getting divorced. But it was through that season where we were put in a position that we made some choices to get some accountability. And that accountability took us to a place that we never imagined. I tried to lose weight for a decade, and I failed miserably, ashamed, no energy, shoving myself into Spanx, putting on a fake face of confidence every single day. It wasn't until I got myself into a place of accountability where I crossed over from failing to succeeding. I'll tell you right now, and I am not ashamed of this, I am proud of this, I admit this, I know without a shadow of a doubt, one of the biggest reasons why I have defied the odds and why I didn't become part of that 95% of people that lose the weight. 95% of people that lose weight gain it back within 1 to 5 years. I have passed the 5-year mark of maintaining my weight loss. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that a big reason of that is, the biggest reason, not a big reason, the biggest reason is every single month I put myself in a position of accountability. Every single month, I am in a weight loss challenge. Sure, am I the coach? Absolutely. Sure, am I helping other women in that group? Yes. But I walk the walk. And I don't ask any of the people that I coach to do something that I haven't already done and that I don't personally do. Why? Because when you do something, then you speak from a place of authority. And when it comes to this weight loss stuff, like, don't mess with me. Like, I know what I'm freaking doing. Like, I've been doing this stuff long enough that I'm like, I know what works and I know what doesn't work. But every single month, I am wise. I choose wisdom. Because even when I was stupid, I could still choose wisdom. At any point in time, like, look, I went from being stupid one month, choosing wisdom the next month. So even if you're like, yeah, Carmen, I've been stupid too. That's okay. There's hope. If you've been making stupid choices like I did for a decade with your health, I remember one day, I'm like, Carmen, you don't have to stay stupid. Like, you don't have to keep making those silly choices. At any point in time, you can cross over and start walking in wisdom instead of walking in that past silly choices. And look, there's lots of places to be accountable. You can hire somebody at the gym, but I'm going to tell you, hire somebody. Make the investment into yourself where you're going to go out and you're going to find somebody who has what you want, and you're going to hire them to hold you accountable. And when they hold you accountable, they're going to rejoice with you when you reach the milestones. They're going to be your biggest cheerleader, but they're also going to kick your butt when you need it. How many of you guys know, yes, you need a cheerleader? But how many of y'all also know that sometimes you need a big old-fashioned butt whooping? I do. I think we all do. I think we all get off track. I think we all get distracted. I think we all say we want one thing, but then life gets in the way and life throws us lemons, and sometimes we get off track. It's so important to have somebody to bring you back around and cheer you on when you need it, but kick your butt when you also need it. And all of us need a good butt kicking from time to time. And so maybe you know somebody that's been incredibly successful at losing weight and maintaining it and helping other people do the same thing. And maybe you're like, Carmen, I don't really know a lot of people. Like me, I knew people that were skinny and then got fit. I did not know a lot of people that were morbidly obese, lost the weight, got fit, and maintained it. That was a much smaller percentage. And so if you're like, I don't really know anybody, let's be fit friends. Like, let's be virtual buddies. Like, you might not be my next door neighbor, but one of the best things I love about technology is some of my best friends today I have met through our coaching groups. Some of my best friends today I have met through this journey of life bringing us together and connecting over weight loss, connecting over health, connecting over, I just had a baby and I want to get my sexy back. So if you're like, Carmen, I don't really know anybody who's struggling or who, and here's the other thing. If you do know somebody who has lost weight, a lot of people that have succeeded don't want to give back and help anybody. So it's not only finding somebody who's done it, but then finding somebody who's done it and willing to share their knowledge, what worked for them and what didn't. And so I'm going to encourage you, go get accountable. Go be wise and put yourself in a position of accountability, wherever that is. And if you don't know anybody, let's be friends. And so anyway, we do have I do have the link in the description box for our upcoming boot camp, our weight loss challenge that's going to be starting here shortly. So shoot me a message, drop a comment, or just click on the form and fill it out. I'll send you all the details, and I would be honored to work together with you to reach your goals. But at the end of the day, whether we work together or not, go find somebody that can hold you accountable. It will make a world of difference. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, ring the bell, and we'll see you on the next one.